Okay, everyone, welcome back to Breslov, Efrat here. Shira David, Afreilich in Purim. Purim Sameach Lekulam. Wow, what a gewaltige Neitzminyan today. Mamish le'ela. Mamish. Unbelievable. Oh, and hopefully all these people will join us every day for the Neitzminyan. We had the Kahanim and everything. Baruch Hashem. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time because we have a lot of mitzvahs to do today, right? But so let's learn for a few minutes. So we're going to learn Hilchas Tzitzis with Siyata D'Shmaya, of course, Halacha Zayin, and today we're going to do Yud Beis. Yud Bet, Halacha Zayin in Hilchas Tzitzis.
It's 12.
The last one.
Yeah.
Second one.
That's where we stopped yesterday.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Bezer shekosav v'shulchan aruch in Siman Taf Reish Tzadik, right? Shemitzvah lachsa acher roiv am. You have to have when you hear the Megillah, you have to have a roiv am. You have to have a lot of people, a big kibbutz, a big kibbutz. B'kriyas Megillah afilu im yesh loy mea anoshim. Even if you have, let's say, in your house, you have 100. You have 100 people at home. You're supposed to go to the Beis HaKnesses, the place where there's a tzibur and there's a bigger tzibur. In other words, people think they're going to go there to make a little minyan. It's nice. There'll be a lot of people. No, but the main thing on Purim is to come Pesume Nisa. The main thing is all Pesume Nisa in the Beit HaKnesset. In the Beit HaKnesset. Like we were learning the other day, Aaron said that even the Kahanim would be Mevatel. They would be mevatel the avoda to go for the nates. They went to the shul. They went to the shul to be with the people. It left the amazing. No, but right. So you see how important the mitzvah is of Pesume Nisa. And okay, so you got that. Okay, ki yika toikev hanei shel Purim hu mapolas haman Amalek. The main thing of the nes of Purim is mapolas haman Amalek. Getting rid of Haman Amalek. Because we learned that when you join Jews together, when you have two Jews, then you only have two possibilities of a combination, right? There's 1 and 2. If you have 3 Jews, so how many possibilities can you have?
8.
You can have 6. 3. You can make six different ways. You can mix it up. If you have 4, you're my mathematician here, right? 4.
You're talking about an exponential calculation here.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're getting to. It becomes
240.
Yeah, exactly. By the time you get to 10,
you relate to him, you relate to him, and him. And then he relates to you, and I mean, 4 was
right. In other words, when you have 2 numbers, you can only have 2 possibilities. When you have 3 numbers, you can arrange it to 6 different ways. 4 numbers, 24, and so on. But as you add one more, the number gets big. Then you add one more, it gets giant, and it gets humongous, and it's just exponential.
It's also the dynamic of it. Like, do you have children?
Blessed with 4 children.
Okay, so every time you had a new child, what happened to the family?
It grows.
And the dynamic changes. Then you have the other one.
Your heart grows bigger.
Yes. Ba'al Kain. Look what the Rebbe says now. Ba'al Kain. Kol mashem is kapsin v'nisvasin anoshim rabim yoyse b'shas kriyas ha-megillah hu pisum nisa. The more you put together, you give more power to the Kriya of the Megillah. When you're reading the Megillah, there's more people there. You're giving more power to the reading of the Megillah, more power to knock down Haman. Because you need, with numbers, is strength. Right? When you have numbers, you have strength. So the more people you have, so don't think, oh, well, if I daven over here, no, if you go there and there was 100 people, now there's 101, wow, that number just got, wow. And then one more comes in, it gets even bigger. 202, even 3, and so on. The number gets huge. It's unbelievable. You can't even count the numbers. And that's how it is. We need that to go against Amalek. Amalek is very powerful. Reish is Goyim Amalek. So we need as much power as we can to knock them down. Milchama LaHashem LaAmalek Midor Dar. Right? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Al Keis Ka. HaKadosh Baruch Hu's his name, Al Keis Ka. His Kisei, Hashem's Kisei is missing the Aleph. Keis Ka. He's missing the Vav Hey. Right? Al Keis Ka. What does Al Keis Ka mean? Al Keis Ka. The Kisei The case is supposed to be kisei, right? Is the aleph there? No aleph. And then what about the al kis ka? Yud K, Yud Hey. Why Yud Hey? Where's the Vav Hey? When we get rid of Amalek, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu's kisei will be Malek, his shame will be Malek, and this is what we're trying to do. And this is when we got together and we read the Megillah with so many people. Baruch Hashem, was amazing. How many people knew this and they came to the next video today? We had more people in the next. It was unbelievable. Amazing. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. So you understand, it's all about Pisume Nisa, and it's also about the strength in the numbers. Misgadol HaNes, the Nes gets greater. Why? How does the Nes get greater? Because you have more people. And that's how we can knock down Haman Amalek. When Jews get together, when Mordechai was reading about there was a disagreement between the Hasidim and the Misnagdim. So that's during the year. But on Purim, everyone gets along. Everyone has a little wine. Everyone loves each other, and that's what the whole thing of Purim is. There's no payra. There's no separation on Jews on Purim. No separation. All Jews love all Jews. Is that true?
Yeah, because it's the war against Amalek. You have to.
We all have to get together. We have to. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
Amalek
Never differentiates between.
They don't differentiate. Exactly. Right? He says we're scattered around and we're going to get together. No, so what do? We gather together and we get to be together. That's what we do. Haman says we're mefuzah mefarid. No, we're going to be together. We're going to be together. We're going to have a kibbutz. We're going to be together. Okay, now, Kizeh Yadua, Shika Kriya Samagila Pisume Nisa, V'chol Mitzvah Shel Purim, Hun Sheniska, Yedei Zeh, Lahapil Es Klipa Zaman Amalek, B'chol Dar V'dar, B'chol Shana V'shana, B'chol Adam B'fratias. And in each and every person. The whole Megillah, why is it so important? Why did Esther, Amalka, and Mordechai make this? We all have to read the Megillah. And don't forget, all the other Megillahs are going to be batal. Only Megillah Esther is going to stay. All the other Tevim Chasal are going to say going to be batal. Only Purim is going to say, why? Why? Because Purim shows us that we all have to be together. This is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. He wants us all to be together. Between all Jews. All Jews. It doesn't matter what kind of kippah you're wearing. It doesn't matter if he doesn't, even if he didn't wear a kippah. Who cares? Let him wear a baseball hat. Or let him wear a nice hat like that.
It doesn't matter if you're Breslov either.
Doesn't matter. We like Breslov. We like Chabadniks. We like Sfardim. We love everybody. Everybody. And that's what makes it so beautiful. If we were all the same, if every Jew was the same, it would be boring. It would be boring. It would be very boring. I'll give you an example to this. Okay, there was once a king. There was a king. That he had a beautiful garden. He had a garden. The king had the king had a garden. He had a beautiful garden. He loved to walk through his garden. And then he was telling the gardener, I love these roses. The roses, he tells the gardener, I love the roses. Oh, the gardener says, wow, that's great. The king goes away on a trip. He goes away on a trip and he's away for a few months. Meanwhile, the gardener changes all the flowers in the roses. Everything is roses. Everything is roses. Everything. Maybe all different color roses too. I don't know, but it was roses.
Yeah.
The king comes back and he goes in his garden. He goes, "Oh, what happened here? What happened over here?" So the gardener told him. He says, "Well, you told me you love the roses, Your Highness. So I made you roses." He says, "No, I only like the roses because I had all the other flowers also." So then the roses look so, but if I only have the roses, I can't appreciate them as much. This is what Klal Yisrael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves all different kind of Jews. He doesn't want us all to be the same. That's the mistake. Everyone thinks that we have to be the same. We don't have to be the same. We have to just be who we are. That's what Hashem wants, us to be naturally who we are. This is what HaKadosh, and everyone else is supposed to accept us for who we are. That's how it is. That's Purim. That's Purim in a nutshell. That's what Purim is. We accept everybody.
All year round, especially on Purim.
We're supposed to make Purim all year round. We're supposed to make Purim all year round. And we're supposed to just love Jews no matter where they are, from where. That's it. Okay? He says, B'chol Adam B'fratius. Specifically in each person. Okay, my because the Megillah Peretz Yama Ma'ilin this car Benasim B'chol Dar V'Dar Mishpacha Medina V'Year, as we just read in the Megillah. These days are going to be remembered, right? V'nasim, and they're going to be done. B'chol dar v'dar, b'chol mishpacha, in each and every generation, in each and every family. Medina, in each and every country. Year v'year, in each and every city. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means that the Tchelis of Yemei Purim, these days, these beautiful days of Purim, is to bring the nace in the Yom for all generations, for all people, and to knock down the klipa of Haman Amalek. That's what it's all about. Every year, like it says in the Torah, Dor Dor, Mechames Hashem, Dor Dor. It's every generation. This is why every year we have to do this, and we knock away a little more and a little more each time.
More and more unity.
And we get more unity, we have more numbers. We become that much more powerful. We become that much more powerful. You go to listen to the Megillah in a big community with a lot of people, because you want that power of the numbers. There's power in numbers. When the people are all together, they come to the same shul and they feel connected in one community, in one kehillah. They feel connected. That's the beauty. That's how we knock down Amalek. That's the secret. Because Amalek tells us, you just look at the words of Amalek. What's he saying? Mefuza mefirin. That's what we learn. I have to do the exact opposite of what he's saying. He says, I'm mefuza mefirin. I have to gather together. You got it? You understand? And through this, we can do this to take down every year mechodesh. You do this in a new way. Every single year. Every year mechodesh. You do it again and again. You knock down Haman. Okay, now we'll see. Now, B'zeh b'chinas Masha Kosov in Shkolim Vayakel Vayakel. Okay. Shezirim Oz Amalechas Hamishkan K'mevaya Sham b'Parsha. Right? Actually, this week's parsha is Kisisa. Right? So we're talking about the Shkolim, right? Yeah. The Shkolim, right? So in other words, what happened? Haman came to Achashverosh with his silver, and he said to him, I'm going to give you this silver, and in turn, you give me what I can do whatever I want with the Jews. So what does Mordechai do at Tefillah Bedin? What does Mordechai do? Mordechai says to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, look, it's nice, and Chazal bring this down, it's nice that Haman gave these 10,000 silver coins here. It's a nice amount of money. But what about Klal Yisrael? We gave you the Machzas HaShekel, each one. Why the Machzas HaShekel? What was the beautiful thing in the Machzas HaShekel? It showed each Jew that he needs another Jew. I'm only a half. If I don't have my chavrus, if I'm not with my wife, if I'm not with my children, with my friends, my family, then I'm not complete. I have to be together with everybody else. Again, taking away the peyrud, bringing together. That's what the Machzas HaShekel was teaching us. Okay? What did Moshe Rabbeinu do? Moshe Rabbeinu vayakel. What does that mean? He gathered us together. Moshe Rabbeinu was teaching us this. If you want to be successful, gather together. We all have to be together. And no one knew better than Moshe Rabbeinu that every Jew is different. Moshe Rabbeinu understood that every single Jew is different. Moshe Rabbeinu loved every single Jew, even they had their problems. And Moshe Rabbeinu taught them, and he made, come. Oh, Matalu Davyoy, wow, Mitzvah Hayayim, okay, Shkoyach, wow. Mitzvah ba yotcha al tach mitzenu, right? Mitzvah comes in your way, you don't make it, you do it right away. Don't do it right away, right away. Shekilam koidim shezira malechas hamishkan. Moshe Rabbeinu said, if you're going to build a mishkan, which is like the Beis Hamikdash, with the mishkan is like our Beis HaKnesses today, right? If you want to do that, you have to be all together. Vayakel, it was all Vayakel. Have to bring all the Jews together. This is what Moshe Rabbeinu was teaching us. Ki HaMishkan hu bechinas Beis HaTefillah, because the Mishkan was the place of Tefillah, right? Where was the Mishkan? That was the place of Tefillah, davening. Shenivna mi riboy habatim, that came from the riboy habatim, all those shkolim, those little half of shkolim that each Jew gave, joined them all together to build a beautiful Mishkan. That's how you got the beautiful edifice, the beautiful Mishkan. Hanasam Aidesha Nichnasin Vinikolim Adas Bnei Yisrael Yachad. That Jews have to be together. This is the message that the Rebbe is teaching us. That if we want to get rid of our enemies, we have our enemies today in Iran. We have our enemies all around the world. If we want to get rid of them, it's not with our missiles. It's not with anything. We just get together to us. We together, we have love between each other, and that's how we're going to knock them down. They'll blow themselves up. We don't have to go do that. Why do we have to risk any Jewish soldier, any plane, anything?
They won't blow themselves up. They will become also unity because we are united. In other words,
those Rishonim can blow themselves up. Huh? It's okay with me.
Yeah.
In the Megillah, we killed 75,000, right? 575. Okay. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Just protect all Jews. That's the main thing. It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter what happens to them. It doesn't matter what happens to them. What happens to them is through what we do. If we get the message and Vayakel, we are together and we get together and we're one people, that's how we get rid of them. That's how we get rid of them. You understand?
You know what the proof of that is?
Tell me the proof, please, Mordechai.
When we have a war with someone, what happens in Israel? Everybody comes together. Mm-hmm. There's no complaining, there's no criticism, there's no nothing. We all get together, we're all unified, and we're all working together against the enemy.
Yeah. We're unified, that's right.
War, so let's come together before the war.
Well, exactly, then you can avoid the war. You avoid the war. Why do we need the war? Let's avoid the war.
That's what Hashem is teaching us. He says,
that's what we're saying. Moshe Rabbeinu taught us Vayakel. Before we build the Mishkan, he makes Vayakel. Let's get together. I'm going to teach you guys, you have to be together. And it doesn't matter, you have more money than the other guy, you can give the gold, you can give the silver, it doesn't matter. Everyone's together. Everyone gives what they can. It has to be Nedivas Liba, right? It has to be from his heart. It has to be something that came from, that's all HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from us. He gives us what we have to have, and we can use with the things he gave us, is to use it to be together with all other Jews. And that's what Moshe Rabbeinu is teaching us. Specifically Vayakel. See the words here? Specifically the word Vayakel. To gather Jews together. Through us being together. Because he had these different calculations, right? Sirufim. What's Sirufim? You can make these different, you join the numbers together in a different way. Because each time you can be mitzarif the numbers in a different way. Because the more numbers you have, the more puzzle pieces you have, right? You have more puzzle pieces, the most beautiful puzzle you can make. And he can make each Jew is considered another bias. Each Jew is considered another bias. Batim Rabim. And we can build beautiful stones and beautiful buildings. And this is what Klal Yisrael is trying to do. And this is what Hashem wants us to do. Ad ein mispah, shemayem nivna mishkan, shu beis hatfilah. Through them is how we built the Mishkan, the beis hatfilah. So look, now we have the day of Purim. So the whole idea is that it was such a big schus. The guy came in, he needs matanat avyonim. Wow. Eze schut lanu, mamash. Wow, Hashem sent us amazing. Mamish amazing. Mamish amazing. We're sitting here, we're learning. Look what they like. Hashem says in Mamish. Wow.
Back door.
Wow. No, he came in the door right there. Wow. We didn't go anywhere. He came. Wow. Unbelievable. So that's what the whole thing is. So today, if you know anybody that doesn't have a place for the Suda, it doesn't have a place, so you know you have a neighbor, this and that and the other thing, invite him in. Just come in. Go to the house, take him by his hand and bring him to your house. That's it. Bring everyone in. Bring everybody in. This is what the whole nace is. What did Esther Amalka say? What did Esther Amalka say to Mordechai? Mordechai says to Esther Amalka, we have a problem over here. What are we going to do? Leich kinois is kol ha-Yehudim. Leich kinois is kol. That was the secret. She didn't say Leich kinois ha-Yehudim. Leich kinois es kol ha-Yehudim. What does kol mean?
Oh.
Everybody. Don't leave anybody out. Don't leave anybody out, because each one makes the number more exponential and more great. And this is what we need, the most power that we need. I wish everyone, mamash, a freilich and Purim, remember, no matter what it is today, is simcha. The day is simcha. So no matter what anyone says to you, like we keep learning, no matter what anyone says to you, no, my goal today is simcha. I don't care what I hear. I don't care what it doesn't matter. I'm going to be full of simcha today. It doesn't matter. I don't care. And there's going to be different obstacles that come upon us. I promise you. This is from the Yetzer Hara, because if you want to have simcha, he's going to send the obstacle. But if you know that you're going to have the obstacles, so you prepare anything that comes your way, simcha. My goal is simcha, and I'm going to get to my goal. That's Hashem. Freilich and Purim.